Now that I've mastered lighting, I figured I would share with you what I've learned, which is a lot, more than you, for sure. Today we compare what is the best, umbrella versus softbox versus lantern versus this is the best lighting. Handheld with you.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So SmallRig reached out to me saying, please review this COB light. And I was like, I don't care. But as I'm using this cheap Colbor light and I turn it up to max, it starts flickering. I'm like, maybe I should upgrade. It's free. Come on. So instead of just review this light, bore me to death while you're at it, I figured we'd do a little comparison. What's the best diffusion type? Like right now, I think I prefer the umbrella. It's like a wider view, just beautifying. The softbox is a little more direct. Background gets ignored, but the lantern, you wouldn't think that this would be the ultimate YouTube thing, but it kind of is. So let's just get this out of the way. First impressions of this light, the 450D. It's way more than I need, that's for sure. It's so nicely built. That's what shocked me. Every light I accept is like, oh, that's a little flimsy. This thing's built like a tank. The whole thing, the stand, the arm, everything about it, it dampens as it moves. The tightening, everything feels like metal and solid, amazing. Just the buttons, the magnetic control switch. This control switch is freaking magnetic. That's fantastic. I absolutely love this light. However, I'm so devastated that they sent me, there's two versions, I didn't know. One can do 5600 kelvins only, this one, and the others can do bicolor, any Kelvin, 2600 to 7000. So like right now we're in 5600 Kelvin, that means my incandescents get really orange and like don't complement my skin tones. I like to be around like 3000, maybe 3400. Now I can't do that. So I accepted the wrong gift and I'm devastated. So you've been witnessing an umbrella with the cheapest light possible, good enough for most people, 5600 kelvins. Let's switch over to the Falconeyes RX 24 TDX2. It's flat, it's super thin, but this is the softbox now. Switch her on. Do you have any idea how annoying this video is to make? Switching out lights and the stand. I'm gonna have to put that behind my desk somehow soon. So we were just using a fancy umbrella. It's actually really cheap. So now we're on a softbox side by side with frickin' Umbrella Boy. Is it worse or better? I find I prefer the umbrella way of life. And this light can't really use an umbrella. It's a LED panel, not super diffused. I can see the dots. It's not ideal. This is what we were using, the little Colbor. It's like $100 or something. Like it's the cheapest light you can get. This stand is so bad. Like it's just, that thing blows it away. When I saw that stand, I was like, oh, that's how you make a stand. I don't know what this was, but this SmallRig light's like $70,000 or something. So that's what you get, what you pay for. For the softbox, this one, the benefit I like about at least this flat softbox is it doesn't take up much room in your house. If you don't care, if you have a studio, like the bigger the better. The bigger the light, the better the look. But like, will you do that in a living room or your bedroom? Most of us don't have a dedicated workspace where we're going to work. It's like, we work at home. We're losers. I am so mad at this 5600 kelvins. Let me just demonstrate what I would prefer, a little 3000. Then look at those lights, how they change. Now we're at 3000 kelvins. I had to wait like half an hour for Canon auto white balance to catch up. But now we've done that, and those lights are like a cool ice. And they're more complementary to the face pores. I'm just curious side by side if there's any difference between the skin tones of a 3000 Kelvin versus 5600. There could be. There could be. So it's nice that I can change that on the old RTX 24 TDX. So now let's switch to the SmallRig with the lantern This is the most money and the largest size, but will that be pleasing to our hearts? You have no idea the trauma-based mind control that I just went through trying to set up that light in such a tiny space, such a giant thing. So now we have the lantern of life. I can't believe how big that is. It's kind of shining down on me, but encompassing my entire life. I don't mind it. I don't mind it one bit. We're at 18% of its power. I'll do 100%. I think I'll have to back up into someone else's apartment next door and then we'll get it. So side by side with Umbrella Boy, is Umbrella Boy better looking? Would you date him? Would he pay? That's unlikely. We're noticing a difference at all with the background? Switching to the background, did the room get darker on the umbrella and more mysterious, and now it's being lit by a lantern? That could be happening. Or next to Softbox Boy. He's soft in bed, and that's not what you want. Some like it. So is he too direct? Too undiffused and cavemanish? I think lantern might be your key. I don't know, I watched a comparison, lantern versus softbox, and I preferred the lantern in his comparison. I was like, that does look better, and so did he. And he was like, this is why I use lantern. I'm like, yeah, I can see it. Why not? It's just big. It's really big. Now we're at 58% intensity. I've moved back. Now you can actually use Canon's 4K with the crop. You just jack it up a notch. It might not even be high enough. 58%, not bad. We could do more. That is bright and beautiful. It's like a sun in my room. I like it. 78%. I bet I could use active stabe crop, like the super one, enhanced stabe, for 90 mil. We are now at 100% intensity. 4K crop with the enhanced stabe. It's like a less than a GoPro size sensor, but full frame in its desires still. The funny thing is, this would be nice if I could change the Kelvin temperature. It does have effects. Oh boy. Hey Canon, thanks for coming to us. Paparazzi, what does that even mean? Oh God. I'm so famous. Oh God. Let me live. Let me shop for groceries, you piece of shit. Oh, there's a fireworks show tonight. I wonder if I'll go. I might. Oh wow, look at that. Is there a storm coming? Let me just check the weather network. Uh-oh, it feels like, oh God, it's here already. I think I'm gonna film all my future YouTube videos in this mode. It's the breath mode, because it's the least distracting mode I can think of. 4%. Canon C-Log. Not bad. So let me know what you thought. Who won the umbrella versus softbox versus lantern comparison? And if I'm being honest with you, this light is the best light I've ever tried. I probably say that about every light, but it just has a lot of well thought out features. The build quality, I feel like this will last a lifetime. Don't quote me on this, but this thing outputs like higher light than the Aperture 300D or something. Like they're top of the line for like a third of the price of that system. Fantastic. Just, I wish I could change the colors. I can't though. I have to live with that purchase decision. It was free. But like all it would have taken was for me to go on their website and see, oh, this one can't change the temperature. Oh, can you send me the B instead? They'd be like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. Now I'm in a conundrum. It does come with a bag though. That's cool. It's a bag. I'm gonna go. Are you buying this? I have links. Affiliate links. It helps. Thank you. I'll go.